Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixabonders here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. When we left off, we were tearing apart Mr. Plume's testimony left and right and going into her heart and soul and her psychology and tearing to pieces. Simon's like, nah, you too dull, man. And we're like, what? So, I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. After all, being rammed doesn't always result in a wound that bleeds, does it? Death from internal hemorrhaging is also a possibility. He has a point there. If you should challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Dono? I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder.
Seeing him in shackles makes me sad.
There must be something. Think, Phoenix. If I'm correct, then the victim's death occurred before De Plume saw it.
Before.
The victim was already dead when Orla started the headbutting. Then that would mean he died sometime before Miss De Plume was watching her. The events Miss De Plume witnessed took place at around 10:10 a.m. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. I mean, there's my idea from last time about him being inside the skull. I mean, there's got to be a reason why we have that. But I don't know. I don't think that's it yet. I don't know if it's that yet. Something that tells us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. Let's see, Pearl's Diamond Staff Corridor, but that doesn't really do much of anything for us. Okay, the camera. What is the timing on the camera? Well, that's 10:09. So I mean, that doesn't really. I don't think that does much for us.
Yeah. Then there's Pearl's
fishy, walkie-talkie, calendar. That doesn't really say much.
Well, no, that. Meet the captain of the Orca pool at 7 a.m.
Potentially.
What else would there be?
I mean, we can go for it, but that does make us implicate, what's his face?
RIMES, yeah.
Yeah, it's not it.
No,
okay, the evidence proves Mr. Plume did not see the moment of the murder. That's kind of.
Oh, that's what it is? Oh, well, then I wouldn't have picked that. I didn't read that.
But you're not sure, right?
Not sure what.
Go back to I was just trying to skip through so we get to the important part.
I'm not sure that's really related to what Mr. Plume did or didn't witness. That's what we were doing.
No, I can be quite sure it's unrelated.
Yes, quite.
Ow.
Kaboom! I love that.
Okay. I guess we can be. Events Mr. Plume witness took place at around 10:10 a.m. I think I'm actually confident in the poster part.
Really?
I think so. No, goddammit!
I was like, what? Why would it be that?
But then what else would it be? Because I thought that we would be witnessing, you know, him trying to.
That might be. That'd probably come in handy later. To be like, oh, where was the body? And it was here in the skull.
How are we supposed to say what events she witnessed then, aside from showing not this, because I don't see how that would make sense. Would we just show, like, the security footage? But that's what we're talking about, so I don't get what else it could be. Unless it's the bloodstained coin, because that shouldn't be up top if that was where the murder happened. Maybe that's it. Nope, I literally don't know.
We're gonna die.
Boy, you can tell we're rusty in Ace Attorney. It's been a while since we had a risk like this. I just don't understand what we have that says anything. I literally don't. Because if it's the camera, that wouldn't make sense, because that's all we've been talking about in the first place. That's literally what we were talking about. And like, we know it's not that, we know it's not that. I finished a bunch that she wrote last year. This is about the owner, yeah. Autopsy report doesn't have a time of death or anything yet. This doesn't make sense, but that's the only thing of relevance left, unless it's also some other photo of the body, but I don't get what that means either. I don't think that's it.
We have one chance left.
Until the game just resets for us, but...
What?
It's because we don't have footage from earlier? Okay. We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m. Which means there's still footage going back further that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played to the court.
All of the footage?
Mr. Plume witnessed a cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m. But I believe the victim was already dead by that time.
So your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived?
Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe there is vital evidence of the 10 minutes before. Huh. You are quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes? I've bet on slimmer chances before, when he puts it that way.
Oh boy. My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I suggest you get ready to eat humble pie.
Uh-oh. I can't back down now. What'd you sign me up for, goddammit?
Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance. Prosecutor Blackwell, security footage.
Fulbright. Hello, Roger! I have the rest of the security footage right here.
Oh, very well. Please play it for the court. You terrify me every time you show up.
Please have something for me. This is what it looks like. At 10:10 a.m., the witness can be seen here. All right, I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now. Is something going to be missing? That's 10:09. Okay, 10:08. Swimmy.
That's 10:06.
Or 10:06. Okay. It's a very random one to go to. This is the judge.
It's a place Mr. Plume hasn't arrived yet at this point.
Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. Okay. Wait, something changed. It was in this area. Something changed. Fuck! Give me all those pictures.
He's Screech!
I don't remember that before.
Yeah, he's done it.
Huh.
He mostly does it when he's on the judge's head.
Yeah. Is that it? Yep, that's all the footage there is.
Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for?
What? We got nothing.
Huh. Well, right, Dono. Those are the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance? Did I see anything important? I'd better think about this carefully.
Oh,
The
God.
footage we see, there is something important. I know I saw something change in that back area, I swear. This is the important thing the footage shows. Fuck, can I compare it to the... Well, you know what? I can compare it to even older ones. Let's see. Even though you're in the fucking way right now, god damn it. But I don't think there's anything else that stands out, is there? I probably should have tried to remember everything in the foreground and the background. Let's see, there's that crown there.
The chest
the
and the
treasure
giant
chest.
diamond looking thing. That's all there.
Okay. I'm gonna say it was what was behind, even though maybe it was just the orca moving, but I'll say it was right about here, and I can't wait to get our game over screen.
And what is so vital about that point, Mr. Wright?
Different things are important to different people. Importance is a subjective thing.
No. Yes, just as my decision to assign a penalty is a subjective thing.
Ouch. Well, it's been a while since we've seen this one.
I think it's time that you need a little more time before you can be back in the courtroom, Mr.
No, please,
Wright.
no,
It's
please,
been
sir.
A little too long. I see no need to further prolong this trial.
Well,
Retake the bar exam again. The defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's
never
claims.
defended an orca before, my bad.
This court finds the defendant Orla Sipley guilty.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Can I try that one? Can I try that one again, please? I would like to try again. Yes, please.
I think we were
Hey, we're
doing
back.
that thing that we used to do where we overthink.
Probably.
Because they made it too simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ace Attorney likes to do that.
I mean, if it wasn't what was behind there, then the only thing I can think of is that we've revealed also this drain cover that's down here.
What?
Let me try and see if there was anything about that in the pictures, because I noticed that I saw security security footage.
It's there. I don't know what you're...
It's just, I really don't know. I guess unless I said there's nothing important, but we have our entire case riding on this whole thing, so I don't quite get it. Chair. Wait a minute.
What?
No, okay, the second diamond is there. I just... Is it Orla? Orla?
What?
No.
Why'd you pick Orla?
Because I can't, I literally cannot find anything that's different in the picture. Wait a minute. What if something that should be in the footage isn't there? Please wait, Your Honor. That footage. Okay,
The
so.
hat?
Is this a trick where you're saying nothing important because the important thing is missing? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
What?
We see nothing of importance in that footage. Just as I thought.
Why would you...
Right about that section was pretty mediums. Well, I was trying to give it a shot. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence. Objection! It was the thing. This is exactly what I had to do. Damn it.
Because the hat isn't there.
It's just the... Well, the point is that the hat fell on Orla when she was biting the captain.
Oh.
And that's what stopped the blood.
Well, then I don't know what the hell it is.
It's just the opposite. What do you mean by that? In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. What? Are you questioning the way I carry out my duty, judges?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage but isn't?
A fish. No.
The fish.
Is it the cap? Wait.
The coins?
I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this, but... Because wasn't the captain supposed to go at 10? And be there? I'm trying to see, do we have testimony about it all? I'm aquarium, what was it, 10? Yeah, harvest fish smell. Okay, there's that. That was switched to 1010. Okay, nonfiction book, blah blah. Blah blah blah.
Also, the captain would have been up top, not in the viewing area. The coins? But like, is that just that one coin?
I mean, it says 300 coins in all, weighing 7 pounds total,
think...
which makes it the likely murder weapon. I don't quite see it, but maybe they give us a hint if we fail on this. I mean, they give it a try, but that's definitely not it because the music's still going. What was the problem you perceive in that particular object? It isn't in the footage. There is no problem, which is exactly why it is a problem, right?
Oh my god.
Well, I admire your enthusiasm. Please don't think you can wing it on enthusiasm alone.
Shit.
Right, further, I would further like to suggest that your attitude is a problem, Mr. Wright.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
My apologies, Your Honor. If the victim was alive, there's something we should see in the footage. So it is the captain. Let's consider there's something important that is not in this footage.
If that is your contention, please back it up with evidence. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage but isn't?
I'm just gonna throw the body.
Why?
The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley.
We had to use the picture of the body for that?
It was very weird they did that, but I guess they didn't want you to they didn't want to put you straight at the profiles to be like, it should have been a person that's there. So they used the photo of the body as the replacement for saying a person should be there.
That's...
I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool on that footage.
Oh!
That's right! If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the Skull Rock during those 10 minutes. But no human can hold their breath underwater for that long.
Being.
Wait a minute. Are you saying When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was already
there's the
dead.
music. There's the music.
There it is. We're doing it.
Order! Order in the court! If that's the case, when was the victim murdered?
I don't know, Your Honor, but we now know it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client. But there's no one else who could have killed the victim. Not necessarily. Defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up your theory as well.
Our theory.
Our theory as well. Do you now? I'd be very interested in seeing this evidence. The defense's trump card, that thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive, but now's the time to play it. Finally, it's time to use the coin.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence. What evidence shows the crime may have been committed by a human?
It's the fish! No,
The fish.
The fish did it. The fish jumped out of the water,
What's this?
trapped him in the
A
face.
coin?
You don't get to feed me anymore. Okay. Yes, the fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon.
This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Mr. Wright, this is another one of your bluffs.
As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins altogether, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is? Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool. One of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool.
The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say that Orca did it.
I realize you're trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once?
It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature.
And so where is this bag the coins were in?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. I bet you $20 it's that frickin' the doll thing.
Doll thing?
We found like, it wasn't a mannequin, but it was like a small doll that was made like a pirate that we found that had bite marks all over it, but then we just tossed it away for some reason.
How could you put something... How can you
You
put...
stuff it with coins.
Not if it's not hollow.
I bet it is. Unfortunately,
I
it's
bet
possible the
that
culprit.
lady used her freaking head wrap.
I don't think she actually did it. I think I don't think she did it. It's possible the
I
culprit
know,
took it with them.
I don't like her. That's all.
I know you don't.
They took it?
The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. Then they threw the body into the pool before the security camera started up. And then they left, taking the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla.
That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator.
Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. Another $20 bet?
What?
Another $20 bet.
Okay.
If we are able to convince them that a human is responsible, what are the chances they're instantly going to lock up Sasha for it? For being the other caretaker and being like the one that would also be most around the pool at that time.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any motive.
I know she does, but they never care about that in these games.
Unless it's convenient for them.
Exactly.
When they're like,
But-
well, what was my motive then? And then we prove it.
I don't know why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything.
The possibility of a perpetrator other than a defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Plume witness?
That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim. Just like it did a year ago, singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even with somebody else as the culprit, Orla's behavior still seem pretty bizarre. wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago.
But are they really that bizarre?
What do you mean?
To explain
do you
the
mean?
inexplicable,
It's my
what
line.
we have to do is turn our
I
thinking
actually
around.
belong here.
Turn your thinking around, huh? Sounds good to me.
Because that one was a planned murder too. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try, a turnabout if you will. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place.
Mr. Wright, as a lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions?
I believe you should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case?
Very well. Why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case?
Well, it's not that they killed the victim.
It's either they got rid of evidence or they created a witness.
I mean, it didn't say it created... I was gonna say, this isn't about creating a witness, it's just the fact that the trainer died.
Got rid of evidence?
That's my thought. It's either
Yeah.
gonna be got rid of the evidence, or in a weird way they killed the victim, but it would be in quotes, killed the victim. But I'll say they got rid of evidence. That's apparently not
Nope.
it. The defense actions may have gotten rid of evidence.
And what evidence might that be, Mr. Wright?
Vital evidence that would prove who the true culprit is. At least that's what I hope.
I'm not asking about your hopes and dreams, Mr. Wright.
Ow. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago,
You ever played
I should
Undertale?
consider what the result was of her doing
It's
the
a
same
lovely
things as a
game. My
year ago.
grandson loves it.
So I have to focus on now. Your Honor, please let me try again. Maybe it was to...
Very well. Please explain to the court. How did the defendant's actions affect the case?
I mean, her actions don't create a witness, though. It's just that someone witnessed the actions.
Would it be like they killed the victim?
That's
Per
what I'm
se?
thinking about, is that that's what they're trying to go with.
Nope.
No, so it is to create a witness, even though that... Okay. They tried to kill.
Defendant's guilty? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, what? No. I retract my statement, Your Honor.
You may retract your statement, but you'll first contract a penalty.
All right, we are on a
You
roll
really
today.
need to retake the bar exam, Mr. Wright.
Listen, I'm a little rusty, okay?
Yes.
It's been a while.
Go get some lawyer version of WD-40.
Please, just
The W is for right.
don't worry. They say third time's a charm. It's not because there's also only 3 possibilities. It's fine. Mr. Plume focused her attention on the Orca pool because she heard the song. Yorka's act of singing a song created a witness.
Created a witness.
Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Mr. Plume witnessed 2 things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the Orca bite the victim. Those 2 actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the Orca was attacking the victim.
Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator?
Exactly. And that would explain Orla's actions perfectly.
But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her?
Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior with this.
The whistle.
So you wanna know how we go down the track of implicating
Yeah.
Sasha? Well, here we go. Fucking this.
Is this
I wanna.
a whistle?
I'm gonna back out of this. I'll let Orla die before Sasha dies.
Oh my god.
Yes, Your Honor. Trainers of the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone can do it provided they know the right signals.
That must be how they get Orla to do tricks for their pirate souls.
The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks.
What?
And as for you, Mr. Plume, you're manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness.
I know Mr. Bloom was set up.
Yeah,
I, Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used.
Are you about to pop?
No. No.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, please.
Are we good? Okay, we're good. Content safe.
But Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire.
That was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see.
It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the blood-stained coin analyzed. Also, get your eyes bleached while you're at it, so the rest of us will also do the same after that.
You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect.
You did it, boss. If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it.
Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in.
In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it.
Exactly,
But
Your
what about
Honor.
the orca trainer?
If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation.
He's gonna be like, well, oh, there they
Oh,
go.
Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. Yeah. Oh, my hair. My beautiful hair.
It didn't work that time though because
I put it back.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the new inmate was brought into the prison. He said the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable.
And what did this man go in for?
He's merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again.
I have a D&D character like that.
But right dono here would be easier to hook than any fish.
Oh, Taka!
Oh, hello. Hello, little
That hawk
boy.
sure does love the judge's head.
He's adorable. Oh,
Hey, wait, what?
what? What's this? A coin from before in some sort of bag?
Why do you have that? Bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were
How
in.
do you have that?
I believe you were looking for this.
You!
How did you get that?
Simon!
I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin.
Oh, okay.
I knew it! So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim.
Why is he smiling though?
The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out. But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as a murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was.
Prosecutor Blackwell, are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins?
I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the orca that killed the victim.
What? Simon,
what?
come on.
How can you suspect? Do you think the flippers can fucking wank that thing around? What the hell are you talking
In the
about?
mouth, I guess, but...
You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior. But Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him.
What?
What? But...
Are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being?
To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rimes. Take the stand.
Oh boy.
Marlon Rimes? Is a witness?
Huh? Buddy, what?
He's just like, what? Well, don't just stand there. State your name.
Oh no.
I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently Right Donut won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a... Alright, fine. If I gotta talk to them, let's get this over with.
Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness.
I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about.
So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness?
Are you gonna wrap it? Yep.
Oh, yo, ho, ho, people of the law, time to testify, chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguins, and the seascape, chilling and feeding, there ain't no end. But damn bright it gets doors, I shall transcend. New better more keeper from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, ballin' with the rhymes. All right.
Oh my! What is this new hip music that the kids listen to these days? The one where they say words in a little bippity-boppity fashion?
What?
I'm afraid I couldn't understand the words you said.
Me either. What?
Is that flip-flop music, young people nowadays?
So close, Your Honor. So close.
I am the judge.
And yet so far.
I know him so well
I can't believe this.
that I was able to predict that.
I also, the fact that he just full on flip-flop. Okay.
Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop.
Okay, fine. I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. You're losing it over there.
I know the judge so well. Oh, God.
At about 10:10 a.m. I was in the staff room.
Oh, my headache's back.
I heard
oh, no.
loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain of the Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The Orca noticed a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. Huh, so that gives us a little more info about the area around the Orca pool. Okay, I also have something else for that one though. The defendant made this stuff fall down. Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the Orca that caused the mess.
But could she really have done that from within the pool?
Huh. As I said, the Orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. When our rhyming Marlin checked on the scene, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he? The jail gossip? So how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The Orca pulled on the cloth that was underneath them. The weight that would all be all but impossible for a human to move was child's play to an Orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall, and the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The Orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Mr. Plume saw.
Jeez.
But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That does not automatically make it the sound of Orla making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That Orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon a trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. Soon as she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it.
I see, so the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement that the Orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation.
Oh, there it is.
Whether the Orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the Orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates.
Oh.
The important point is that the Orca is the only one that could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool.
Boy. Cross-examination.
Now then. At about 10:10 a.m. I was in the staff room. But I can keep pressing things. But
Yeah.
that's not true at all. Because didn't this happen in the... Well, I have to make sure I present the right thing. Because they keep changing things. Because this used to be the part about Pearls being there. Because I thought that happened in the food prep room. Because she was on the first floor and the staff floor is on the second room.
Yeah, and he said to not let anyone know that he was in the food prep room.
Yeah, so like technically
He was not in the staff room.
this is incorrect.
Right.
But we'll still let him speak. Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? What? Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty good with time. I've never been late to work once. If he's sure about the time, there's something wrong with that statement.
The location.
Better take another look through the court record.
All right, please continue with your testimony, Mr. Rhymes.
But the question is going to be, what part do I put to it? I only have one shot for it. Well, I know from the pool room. Did you, though? You heard the noise all the way in the staff room? That's right, the pool room and the staff room are pretty close to each other. Anyway, I heard the noise. And so I went to the door to the pool room. But I don't have a security card, so all I could do was look through the door crack. What kind of noise did you hear? Want me to describe it?
Oh no.
Oh yes, you want to know
Oh god.
the crash, boom, booing down the relativity.
Relativity.
Everything falling with sweet simplicity. This testimonial, it ain't got no fallacies. Things falling and breaking was pure insanity. Okay, thanks for waiting on that line for way too long. Kinda like that. Okay, but why did you need to wrap it?
Well, I didn't really get all of that, but in any case, I gather it was a very loud noise. Very well. Please describe what you saw at the scene.
Oh boy. The next one I couldn't see the Captain Orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. Did you? You couldn't see the victim. I was just looking through the door crack. I guess all that stuff was blocking my view. I did notice a whole bunch of coins scattered all over the place though. But at the time I had no idea the captain was dead. Huh. Killed by gold coins. Ironic, isn't it? Perhaps the orca wanted to be paid for her labor, paid in coins raging from the skies. Raining from the skies.
Raging from the skies. Coins raging? Man, Simon, I don't think that sounds accurate. He makes it sound almost poetic.
But the hard truth is that those coins were actually the murder weapon. We all deserve to be paid for our work, do we not? There's a fine meal tonight. In prison. If you find our client guilty, that is. Mr. Rhymes, do you have a theory on how the things got knocked down? Of course I do. The organizers by building by vibe of them. It's not wrong.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Athena
this
found
ball
that
and there's
out.
a spike, right? Yeah. We had a nice little demonstration of Orla's spike for ourselves just yesterday. If you stand on the mark of the floor, the orca spikes the ball at you. Huh. Taka's good at flying straight at his target as well. And I see plenty of targets right here in this room.
Oh god. Go, Taka!
No, oh god, I hide. Huh?
Everybody's so busy protecting their head they forgot about the trial.
Including you. Tell them what the defendant caused to happen. Well, the orca and those people stand a certain spot for volleyball. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up and hit the captain. Are you saying you think she knocked down the items on purpose? I don't want to believe it myself, but that orca's pretty smart. It'd be easy for her to pull the cloth the stuff was on while she was playing volleyball. Orcas are really strong. One could pull on all the things would come crashing down. I guess maybe an orca could be strong enough to make that much stuff fall.
Oh, definitely.
Never seen an orca play tug of war myself, but the fact is this one did. The traces of the orca saliva found on the cloth prove it. How long do you plan to walk tightrope on those shaky theories of yours?
I feel like he was talking directly to you.
Wait until you see me do acrobatics.
An acrobatics check?
Moments like these are what I became a lawyer for again. I'm proficient in it now. I don't know why, but Mr. Rhymes is lying. I'm afraid I have to expose that secret he and Pearls were keeping to resolve this. And we're going to present that secret next time!
Ooh.
Or should I make it dramatic and see if he fails so there's a game over? Actually, I'll try and do that while it rings at the end.
Ouch.
Now, the question is, would it be the orca pool diagram? Or
No, it
be
would be the calendar.
That's the calendar because that was at 10:10 a.m., so... Fuck your couch!
Yep, there we go.
You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true? Well, we're gonna see next time.
Yep,
Get your fuck buddy.
there it is.